Make up to break up. That's all they do. First he loves him, then he hates him. That's a game for fools. It's gotten to the point we're not gonna make it. And it's gotten to that place where we just can't fake it. Ooh, ooh, for some ungodly reason, we just can't go on. I guess neither one of us. Ooh. Good morning, YouTube. Hi, Sable Winners. Child, they back at it. Hi, Kitten Heels moderator. LaSparkle Covington. Curl, baby. Neo 7. TLC and 3. Hey, how you doing? You driving? Driving and then listening. Would y'all please hit the like button, says TLC and 3. Go ahead, sing it about these breakups and things, child. Listen to this. Listen to this when we get started, child. Cozy, baby. Ambrosia. Listen to a little bit of some beef sector news.
You can have it. I don't want to host it this year. Oh, this disrespectful ass bitch.
Come on.
I was like, what?
This is a straight man.
Imagine all the other people who may have wanted to host that and would have been grateful and thankful. But you knew what? He didn't earn it. He didn't earn it.
Here we go.
He didn't earn it. So he probably had guilt about that. You know? Just like he sat on my side and now he catapulted to where he are and he disrespects the fuck out of me. Nigga, they wouldn't even know who the fuck you were or are or is if it wasn't for me. And I can say that shit. Avatar Nation didn't start out at no two-partner broadcast show. It was one and only one.
Let me tell you what's going on. Okay, so Sir King and Lemon. This is an argument between Sir King and Lemon. As we recall, for something like 2 years, Lemon was Sir King's sidekick on his channel. He would come to his channel free of charge. He would be like his co-pilot, correct? Then they split at some point because everyone was encouraging Lemon to say, well, Lemon, you have more of a presence than Sir King. You should have your own channel. That was my observation myself a few years ago. I said, why are you over here wasting your time over here on this anonymous person, this Sir King, this avatar? I still had some resentment because he brought all this avatar shit to the beef sector, right? Where it used to be, it would just be like this, people talking. And then he came over here, Avatar Nation, nobody see each other, hide yourself, and all that old stuff, right? Anyway, so Lemon was, at that point, he was behind Avatar as well. They were calling themselves Avatar Nation. Well, when Lemon eventually did get his channel, he took off running. I think Sir King is still at around 3,000 subscribers, even though he's been here for 5, 6, 7 years. The boy immediately took off, right? But the resentment is, I'm going to play a little more of this. The resentment is that Sir King doesn't feel like Lemon deserves to be where he is now. Lemon is in a position where he has more people participating in his channel. They have 5, 6, 7, 8, 10-hour lives every day, right? But it's popular. It seems to be working. It allows people to participate, right? But now it seems that Sir King is getting a real attitude because he feels like, I trained you, right? I was your boss, correct? And you taking off and they giving you money. They ain't giving me shit, right? And you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. That's where we're at.
That's it. And you take that shit for granted. You act like you a ground roots movement.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody like you just because of what you started. Bitch, you was on my coattails. You rolled my brain and all that other stuff for years. My thought process. And this is another thing. Hold the fuck up. Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Wait a damn minute. You say you guys are not appreciative of all the work that I put in. What work?
What work
do you put into your broadcast? I need to know right now.
Mm.
What work do you put in to that broadcast? What work?
This Sir King talking to Lemon.
What work do you put in? Please tell me. Please tell me, Lemon. What work do you put in to your?
So this Sir King is getting more and more angry. I think his anger really took off when Lemon announced that he had accumulated $25,000 in his Cash App girl. Then he got very upset because Sir King can barely break $50, right? So he's giving him what work because he takes offense because Lemon said, y'all don't appreciate all the work I put into my channel. Well, I guess there's two ways to look at that because he's on there for 7 to 10 hour videos every day. That's the entire day. There's only 24 hours in a day, right? So he sleeps 8 hours and then he does this. I guess he eats somewhere and he's online all day long. That could be considered his work, Sir King, right? Now, here's where you are a hypocrite, Sir King. I'm just being mutual here. Your hypocrisy come from you brought your ass over here with this Avatar Nation stuff, right? You got everybody hiding and everybody would say, well, why don't you show yourself, Sir King? You have a whole list of excuses why you couldn't show yourself and you encourage others to do the same, right? Before you knew it, the whole beef sector was all behind avatars, right? And a lot of people had a lot of problem with it, Sir King, but that was the way you told me that it was just a different way of communicating online, right? And I should appreciate that this is something different. This is something you were doing different, correct? And now Lemon is doing something. He's working these panel situation where basically all he has to do is come on, say a few words, and then drop the link. And the community are the ones who are actually doing the talking. Well, you have to honor, just like you wanted people to honor you behind all these avatars and showing and hiding yourself and all that shit. That was working for you. That was your way of communicating. So if this is working for him, and frankly, I mean, we got to admit it, it's working a whole lot better than the way you did it, correct? So perhaps Lemon was laying in the cut and he was seeing, well, people respond to this. They respond to these damn panels. Now, I'm not a panel person, so I really don't know what either one of them say. These people are 30 years younger than me, right? So I'm not into the panel, but I can accept, well, if it's working, if he's getting paid from it, right? I mean, there are several issues with Lemon, but he did come up with a plan that worked, Sir King. So maybe now you have become envious. I was confused because I knew both words. It was either envious, it could be rivalry, envy, or just straight up jealousy. I think envy is the dangerous one because envy is the one where you actually want to hurt the other person. Even if you don't agree with Lemon's channel or what he does on his channel, all that, you're taking your time to come online screaming and hollering about his channel. You are showing people that you are jealous of this boy, right or wrong. You know, a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people have been on jobs at factories and so forth. They've been loyal on the job at the factory, and some others hotshot come in. You got to train him. He's just coming, and then a couple of years later, they promote the damn trainee, right? And you still doing the same damn job. Yes, you get angry about it. You get mad about it, Sir King. But what you have to take from that is, okay, now I need to switch up because I tried my method, right? And my numbers have not grown. They've barely grown since I made my initial announcement. Either it's my personality is leaking or I'm not attaching, because Lemon, frankly, doesn't have to use much personality just to drop the link. Correct? So maybe you need to drop the link or follow behind him or come up with something else that works, Sir King. But you are just hot, honey. I mean, you never let them see you sweat, baby. Come on now. And I still don't have a definitive answer about this attraction between you two. You know, I used to always think, is this a down low love affair or something, child? Right? You seem awful close to just be a couple of guys online, right? And now, just like in a breakup between a couple, you're acting like it's a breakup in a couple, right? You're talking about all of his flaws and
broadcast, because you've been saying that you guys don't know, and I put in so much what work. What work? I need to know, because I gotta understand what I did wrong. What work? What work? Yes, I'm sounding like Jay Wilson right now, repeating myself, but I need to. What work?
Why you hollering, nigga?
What work are you putting into that show? Enlighten me, please.
You are envious. You're jealous of this boy, Sir King. You're jealous of envy. I mean, of Lemon. Lemon done came on there and he done passed you up by a long shot, right? And Lemon is getting money from his channel, and you resent the popularity that he has, right? You say, why in the fuck are they going over there with him? He ain't did nothing. He ain't put in no work. Well, a lot of TV shows, that's all they do, honey. Right? People who produce shows and so forth, they don't really do nothing. They just get them on there and get them to arguing. Correct? Correct, Sir King? So I would suggest you stop responding to what Lemon does. Don't worry about what Lemon's doing. Worry about why your channel has not grown past 3,000 in 5 or 6 years. Correct? Don't hate, appreciate. He might let you demonstrate. He is super pressed. Honey, you don't let him know that you're pressed. What work? So Sir King is saying he put in all the work. He did all the research. Sir King, you haven't done much more than him. And as a matter of fact, you use Lemon in a very similar way as he uses his crowd, right? And not that that's a negative thing, but you had Lemon on every day for several years. You had Lemon, you couldn't even start your show without Lemon, correct? And that's essentially what he's doing, except he's doing it on a bigger scale, right? You never formally announced that you had a panel, but he was on there every single day, correct? So what's he doing? So he's got 5 or 6 people over there yelling, hollering, screaming. And this is their time. I tried to tell you last time I addressed this thing, Sir. I almost said Sir Queen. Sir, sometimes when you're agitated, you do sound a little bit. Well, whatever, child. I told you the boy is having his time. Many people, they come to YouTube and for a while they have a popular time. It's just and this is their moment. They're once in a lifetime. This is their moment, honey. It doesn't last forever, believe it or not, right? So allow them people to have their time. Just don't go over there and look. You ain't got to watch him. You're not enjoying the broadcast, right? You're sitting there seething in green envying everything that they do and everything they say. You got a problem with his drinking. Well, you never had a problem with his drinking when he was on your channel. When did the problem start? You never had a problem with his personality when he was on your channel. You never had a problem with him living with his mama when he was on your channel. But now that it no longer benefits you, You're envious. Correct? And I would say you're destructive because why are you stirring up this negative energy against that dude? Let him, it's his thing, baby. Do what he want to do. I can't tell you. Ooh, it's who to sock it to. If you run around a panel, maybe you will. Believe me, brother, it ain't no big deal. Everybody's had their moment. It used to drive me crazy when Miss Five A was over there. Girl, she was getting cash app, cash app, cash app, cash app. And I used to go on there and say, girl, why y'all giving her them cash? I mean, I couldn't admit it at the time, but I said, well, this is so unfair. She ain't doing nothing that the rest of us ain't doing, but they giving her all these gifts and all these, we don't know how much of it was fake or whatever. But the point is she was doing that. And she came on much later than the rest of us, right? But we see what happened there, though. That's no longer her season. Correct? So you just have to let it happen, honey. Mm-hmm. How y'all doing? Child, did y'all see that goddamn Akash Patel in the Senate? Now they didn't got you, they're keeping you interested in these damn Senate investigations or whatever they are, Senate trials or whatever they call them. Because they told that boy Akash Patel a new asshole on today. He does not belong there, Akash Patel. He was so nasty and so evil, starting a fight with each one of them. And he revealed himself to be incompetent. He just got this exact, Donald Trump might as well have wrote him a script, right? He avoided all the answers that were pertinent. And I guess that's why they have these Senate hearings. Oh, that's what they call them, hearings. I guess that's why they have them, right? Because they want answers, and he didn't answer shit. So he's what was Cory Booker? Cory Booker told him that he was incompetent. He didn't think he was going to be there long. He says that Donald Trump has shown no loyalty to anybody since he started this thing 10 years ago. And he said, I don't think you're going to have a job much longer. As a matter of fact, I think this is going to be your last time you're before the Senate. I very seriously doubt that you're ever going to come here again because he's going to fire you. Donald Trump is going to throw you under the bus like he throws all the rest of them under the bus. If you're no longer useful to them, to him, you're an embarrassment. You have left this country wide open to a myriad of issues and problems because we no longer have an actual FBI, right? I remember when the first time Donald Trump was in office, and right there when he did one of his first broadcasts with the FBI was in the room, and he came across the room. Yeah, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk. And the guy Comey told him, no, there's nothing to talk about. The FBI does not converse with the president like that, honey. Right? We're non-political. Turned into a big old mess where Trump has even had the man's daughter fired. All these career people. But see, Donald Trump, he's a sociopath. He has no problem firing people. He built a career. He made a whole show. And the whole show was based on what? You're fired. Firing every goddamn body. And that's what he's been doing in the White House. And that's what they were questioning is Akash Patel. Now, I don't know if they just chose him because they needed a token to do all this evil work. If you guys want to pay attention, look under the mask of many of those ICE workers. Those are Latin people. Those are brown people. That's why they're covering their face in shame, honey. Right? He is turned against their own people. Black people, all these minorities are throwing the minorities out. Right? Anyway, it was something to behold. So I would suggest at least watch a couple of them. There's the one with Cory Booker. I watched the one with what's the guy? The senator here. Y'all know I'm gonna forget all the names, but there was about all the Democrats came after that ass, correct? And he got a whole list of all the things that the FBI did this year. Well, aren't they supposed to do this? Haven't they been doing these things for the last 100 years? Akash Patel, he's trying to take credit for this and take credit for that. We all sit up here and watch the man's family turned him in, man. It ain't like you did no great goddamn investigative work. You never even worked an investigation before. Yet you're the head of the FBI. Another incompetent. Maybe they only plan to have your brown face in there. They needed a brown face so they could claim they weren't bigots and racists. And they already knew that you wasn't going to last that long because you're completely incompetent. You don't supposed to be there, right? All you do is go in there and fire all the people Donald Trump considers his enemies. Anybody who worked on the goddamn insurrection, anybody worked on it, they all fired. Ain't this a bitch? Did it happen or not, Donald Trump? Interesting television. Do y'all have an idea about this Sir King stuff? Let me give me one more little small taste. See how mad and angry this boy gets. Wait a minute. I just turned the damn thing on. Lord have mercy. Why did I do that? Come on, baby.
Because I look around every time you say that shit. And you say it sober and you say it drunk. So I know you're not in another dimension when you say it. What work? Lemon. Because I'm explaining why I'm yelling, because I want people to understand how serious I am about that claim. So in order for y'all to convey and understand, I gotta explain what work. What work?
Okay, what work?
Do you know what work is? Work is bringing actual people who have a big online presence to your platform and working it out and making it a successful event.
But it is successful,
AKA the Cussing Pastor, AKA Kinkis Moana. What?
Work! Sir King. The boy is he's in your face. He's on there every day. He's on 10, 12, 13 hours, right? His program is successful. They're cash apping him. The women are falling in love with him. I don't know why. I mean, I haven't even listened to the guy. I did think he deserved to have his own channel. He's got his own channel. And you were telling them how dumb the idea is of the way he runs his channel. Yet he's got numbers topping all of you. All the people you are suggesting that he's supposed to emulate, he's got more numbers than all of them. You're going to have to accept it, honey. Many of us, when we're here online, we feel like our channel is better than other people's channels. You got to deal with it. You see people come on here, just some of these white guys on here got 10 million subscribers and all this kind of shit, girl. And yeah, it can be frustrating. But are you going to give up? Are you going to keep speaking your piece? And do you have to compete with him? His numbers will come back. It's not like he's got all that interesting, but we don't know what's going to catch on here. You got to give the people, give it up, give the people what they want. You just better, got to give the people. Excuse me, I get carried away. You got to give them what they want, child. I remember when reality TV first started, I thought it was the stupidest thing in the world, child. But then it took off and everybody loved it, right? I'm sorry. That's just the way it is, honey. You listen to records, you got Simply Red at the top of the charts, honey, and you say, oh, garbage, right? But that's how you feel about it, child. Meanwhile, they're going all the way to the bank, right? It works for them. So you had this relationship with Lemon. We're assuming that it was not a physical attraction, right? Remember, I used to come on and talk about Lemon, and when he used to put that fucking arm up on your page, right? It looks kind of erotic, sexual, right? And you were so loyal to him, and you were always kissing up to Lemon. So I never figured out, to my satisfaction, that you weren't actually physically attracted to him. But you're still claiming that you're heterosexual, and I assume he's claiming he's still heterosexual. I guess. I mean, I don't watch none of you guys, but it's not a good look for you on here yelling and screaming like this about your ex, honey. Let your ex be your ex. And if you don't watch him, you will have no knowledge of what the fuck he's talking about. Now, you did bring up one interesting point. You said as long as you put that he should be glad that you put his name in the title. You said that a lot of his popularity is because somebody put his name in the title. If no one put his name in the title, he would wither away because nobody would be watching him or curious about him. Now, I actually believe that, correct? In my mind, I made Jay Wilson. Y'all might say, oh, you talk about Jay Wilson, you got 400 videos about him and all that kind of shit, right? But that put his name here where he was the topic of conversation, honey. I certainly contributed to the popularity of Jay Wilson. He came on here. I was already on here, honey. He came on here obsessed with me first, right? I was in the hospital. He took an interest in me, and he started praying for me online and all that kind of stuff. And when I started cussing him out, people start going to see what he said and back and forth and kind of thing like that, right? So even though it may appear to be a bad thing, you talking about Jay Wilson, I think I contributed to his success on here, child. Right? And many people, honey, long as they spell your name right, baby. So people complain about beefing, but beefing is what they call it, the beef sector. It's what it is, honey. And if your name is not showing up anywhere, girl, I mean, what you mad about? I hope I'm in everybody's everybody's channel, whatever. Many times people will say, don't use my material. Don't use my material. You use my material. You should want them to use your material, honey. Right? So somebody who wouldn't ordinarily see you, sees you, hears you, knows who you are. We just feel like checking in with this beef sector shit every once in a while, child. Let me see. I don't watch NFL too much anymore. I did not know that most of the games play Sunday. What you talking about, sports? Oh, Lord. They are still trying to claim that Kirk's two friends, security, were giving military hand signals to Tyler. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Justin, you be watching all this stuff, huh? Kash Patel claimed no evidence. Two other people were the power before the real one turned in. He claimed two other people. Right. He was so anxious to take credit for what he has done as FBI. He don't know nothing about no damn FBI. They got these agents. He came in there firing agents that have been on the job for 20 and 30 years. Career agents, right? Even stole their goddamn pension, honey, and got rid of all the competent people in the FBI. And now we're dependent on Kash Patel to come to tell the truth about anything. Every time they ask him a goddamn question, he has some kind of way to avoid the question. Just answer the goddamn question. You can't, because you just nothing but Donald Trump's henchman. And that's the way Donald Trump wanted it. He didn't want them to have no brains. He didn't want them to have no experience. None of them. Right? He want them to come to me. I'm the boss. I know everything in the world. He got a big old hat. Donald Trump is right about everything. He's sick. They're going to be studying that boy for the next 100 years when he leaves. Yeah, the YouTube people turned on his goofy ass already. Who are the YouTube people? I got to come and get some of these comments, honey. I got some of y'all find this stuff interesting. Why is he? I guess he got that girl on there, Miss 7 Stars, honey. She have to calm him down, honey. You sounded real gay.
Things, knowing what they are, being able to have a discussion, not dropping a link. What work? That's not work what you're doing, Limit.
But they're paying him.
If you're saying that being on a live for 7 hours is work while you lay in your bed.
Yes, the women like that.
and play with your dingaling
Hey,
and drinking teleport,
take it easy, honey.
that's not work.
Well, Sir King, why don't you bring your big ass out here and expose who you are? You can lay in your bed and be sexy, honey, and then the women will maybe want you. I mean, come on, you got to keep it real, man. If them apparently Lemon has got a lot of these women that are they play with him. They call themselves Miss Lemon and all this kind of stuff, child. Right? You resent him laying in the bed and the women coming over there. Maybe he is heterosexual. Maybe Sir King is jealous also of the attention that Lemon is getting from these women. Lemon is half drunk all the time, and he feel like he didn't deserve it. That's why he keeps going on. What work? What work? What work? You ain't did nothing. Right. What does Denzel got to do a whole lot? Hell no. They just like him, honey, because they like his swag. You got to have some swag. You got to stop hiding, Sir King. Why don't you do this? Get yourself fixed up. I don't know if you got a Jerry curl or what the hell your look is. Honey. It looks like it might be a kind of a strange look. You're constantly talking about you going to the gym and you playing basketball and all that kind of stuff. So why you got to hide yourself? We don't know. But maybe you tried that for the first 5 or 6 years and you got all you're going to get out of that. Your audience is not growing, right? Instead of resenting this boy, why don't you throw some gasoline on your program? Come online for a change. That would be big news in the beef sector. If you all of a sudden they could see your face, unless it's ugly. Now I gotta tell you, it might backfire on you if you're ugly, right? But you said you're not ugly. So come on, honey. You can go on wear your wife beater, be sexy. Let's hope you ain't got no titties. Be sexy or whatever, and then let them be attracted to you, Sir King. You used to have a little bit of a following, but instead of going up, it's going down. Correct? And now you're letting everybody know that you're jealous of Lemon. You never let your competition see you sweat, honey. Right? There's a way to do things. Come and talk about his physical attributes or something, child. Don't be talking about how he getting all these numbers, honey, and these women's what they excited about. Why? You surely believe Sir King is the wrench. Sir King is a wrench, or you think he's a fake wrench over on Lemon's page, getting the information? Lord have mercy. Okay. Hi, Net 75. Jesse's here. Okay. Jesse said, okay, they give everybody else promotions. Through the years, I've heard all kind of people in all kind of professions get pissed off about that. They get overlooked and all that kind of stuff, John. So it's natural to have an attitude about it, but you got to figure out what your plan is to advance yourself. Don't be letting everybody know that, oh my God, he's so jealous. Oh, nobody want him. Mm-hmm. Come out here, baby. I don't know if you could fix your mustache. What do you look like, Sir King? I think that would go a long way for you, right? You can only do so much behind these avatars, honey. Avatars are not engaging, in my opinion. Now, I will admit that everybody in the beef sector is behind the avatar at least 70, 80% of the time. So I could be wrong, but they're just not very engaging. Looking at a bouncing ball. Who can sit there? You on there, he's on there for 9 and 10 hours every day. Lemon. Who can sit there and watch a little orange ball for 9 hours? You just stare at it? And then all the people who come on this page, they're all little balls too. It's not very engaging. You need a personality, right? A person there. So since they all got the hots for Lemon, he should bring his ass on and don't be behind the avatar. Don't be hiding, honey. Correct? Anyway. What y'all think? Y'all tell me, please. Mm-hmm. Okay. Rado M? No, that's Felix Banks. Who is the YouTuber living and filming in a Sprinter van? Who's in a van? I heard it's real popular now, living in a van. Oh, YouTube is full of folk downsizing to a van. That's not popular here. They're getting rid of all these encampments. It got out of control, vans and vehicles. I mean, it makes sense if you're talking on your phone. What difference does it make where you're at? Be quiet, you ding dong. You be quiet. Okay, so they're here in California. They're getting rid of all of the not only the vans, but those little trailers, all kinds of trailers. Some of them raggedy, falling apart, and they're buying them from the people. I think they're giving them like $5,000 a piece. They're buying them from the people and putting the people up in hotels. There really should be a solution for all this homelessness shit, right? When you consider that Donald Trump was a builder of high-rise apartments for most of his career, right? They can't come up with a plan to build buildings and require people to have apartments, whether they use them or not. Oh, they won't take the apartment. They're all drug addict. Not everybody's a drug addict, honey. And a lot of these people, I've seen people who are homeless. A lot of them have mental health problems, right? And they need help. They need somebody to come out there to them and tell them, we're going to take you to the hotel. This is yours now. This is your space. Correct? They could, if they had any desire at all to help any goddamn body, besides these damn billionaire tax cheats who want another cut. They got the biggest cut in United States history, and now they want more. More. How do you want it? How do you want it? More. That's the greedy people, honey. How many billions do you need? And if you want to know how they really feel, get them cameras going. That's the only thing he's going to accomplish when he leaves, honey. The taxes are lower, look even more lower. The corner store. Yes, Patel was looking like he came from the corner store. There's some reason he's the only brown man up in there, honey. They got one brown man and they got one Asian man in the whole cabinet. So it's probably their plan. We're going to throw him on the bus. First opportunity, we're going to get rid of him after he's gotten rid of all my enemies. And Donald Trump, if you just worked on a case. Now, how do people go? How are they going to? They don't have a choice. If they work in the FBI and the FBI is investigating the insurrection on the White House, how are you going to make all them people your enemies? They're not your enemies. They're doing their job. Right? You're so callous, Donald Trump. Shit. Can you imagine being on a job for 25 years, child? Got all kind of medals and shit. You done caught all kind of serial murders. You done did everything you're supposed to do in the FBI, and this motherfucker come out here out of nowhere, child, and just fire you. Oh, you worked on the case against Donald Trump. We worked on the case against the insurrection of the United States government. I don't know how he was able to pull that off, but somehow or other they made him president again, child. How'd that happen? 30,000 lies? Why would you want a man who's been it's been exposed that he told 30,000 lies in his first administration? Why would you want that to be your president? It doesn't make any sense. This place needs an enema. Lord have mercy. Patel couldn't sit still. He was fidgeting the entire time, fidgeting and lying and avoiding every question, honey. He had his list of all the accomplishments of the FBI like it's something that he had something to do with. You ain't never been an FBI agent or nothing. You just come. What was he, like a podcaster or something? Yet he knows how to run the whole FBI. Thousands of people. Trump picked folk who could not answer the questions. They're all in avoidance, honey. Teach, Booker. Booker got in that ass. He said, I don't think you're going to have no job. I think Donald Trump going to throw your ass under the bus and he going to fire your punk ass. And this will probably be the last time we look at you. Oh, yes, it was getting tested. He was all defensive. He was all defensive because he couldn't answer any questions because he's just a lackey of Donald Trump. Whatever Trump told him to say, that's what he says. Stick to the script. Stick to the script or your ass is through. Donald Trump has a way of constantly threatening these people. What he going to do to them? And they've seen multiple examples of what he does to people. So what are all these FBI agents? They've been FBI agents their entire adult life. What do they do? Go home, tell their wife, baby, we got to move? Or do they go to the unemployment line? Or do they go back to school, even though they're in their 50s and 60s? Go back to school, become a lawyer? What do? He don't give a fuck. That's what he did on his TV show. You're fired. Justin says, okay, yeah, they are trying to claim that Kirk's too free. Okay, I read that. I'm behind. Just I'm sorry, I did your comment. The term you are looking for is campers. Okay, camper. I used to live in the camper when I first started doing meth. I had been a responsible person before drugs, but I was walking down this alley tweaking, and I ran across this camper in this backyard. Apparently, the people who lived in the house were like 90-something years old, but they had a camper in their backyard they hadn't used in years, right? This is one of them ones that goes over a truck, but that looked like heaven to me because I just lost my apartment, right? I just lost my apartment. I think I was I homeless then? I was technically homeless, but I was couch surfing. So I got in that thing and started tweaking around in that trailer. It had a little stove in it thing. I saw people can do it. I see how it can happen, honey. I must have been in that thing for a year. Then all the neighbors wanted me out, of course, because then all the drug addicts were coming around with all the stolen goods. They wanted me out of there bad. So one of them snitched on me and got the police. What did they arrest me for? I don't remember. They came in first. The police came in, took the door off. Right? They thought that was gonna dissuade me. The things we do. They get fired. It's terrible. Why would you? I mean, if I were president, that's from a cartoon way back in. I was a baby. Okay, I would think I would want a competent FBI. Right? Why would you come in there and get rid of all the people who know how to do the job? All the professionals. Get rid of all the professionals. Everybody in your cabinet, get rid of all the professionals and bring in these airheads, honey, that all they can do is kiss your ass. You, as a grown-ass man who's been a millionaire or a billionaire your entire life, you should not require all this ass kissing. Not at this point. God damn. Aren't you even interested in job competency? They better hope. And then he's over here dropping bombs on people. He's over here dropping bombs in Venezuela. Correct? What about Cambodia? There's always rumored that the America CIA has some interest in Cambodia. You ain't attacking them. You're going to another on the other side of them to Venezuela. And these people are not being arrested. There's no attempt to even approach their boats. You're just killing them. That's murder. It's murder because you don't know who's on that boat. Right, Donald Trump? If you had all this information about what was all the drugs they're moving and all that, why can't you make a case then? Like everybody else in history. You don't have an FBI. You're just going to kill them. You got that goddamn mass murderer, Stephen Miller, over there telling you, yeah, kill him, just kill him. He's such a disgrace. This is a goddamn Jewish Nazi. Pitiful. He would go after people with prejudice and have them blackballed for saying things against Kirk. Oh, Lord. You know, I haven't even followed this story about Kirk. I didn't know about no goddamn Kirk, Charlie Kirk. I didn't know about that. I don't know nothing about the damn bigots. I don't know why people want to go over there and hear what the bigots got to say. Oh, it's interesting what they had to say about us. No, I have no interest. Period. Right? I ain't gonna say I'm glad nobody's dead. Right? I'm glad when prejudice dies, bigotry dies, racism dies. Correct. And still, I'm not nonviolent. Right? It's a terrible thing when anybody's assassinated. I'd rather you been arrested, throw your ass in jail for inciting riots all over this country. That's what's going to end up happening. We're going to find that we're going to be in riots very, very soon. He's sending all these Gestapo, wasting all of these goddamn military people in our cities like they're his cities. They belong to him. No, you just got a good job, Donald Trump. You got the top job. You're supposed to do something for us. The chickens have come to roost. Mm-hmm. The right keeps saying the left are celebrating. They got. Isn't it amazing how they all adopt the right people? I just don't believe all white people are bad people. I just can't. I can't make myself think that way. They're the enemy, right? I just don't think that way. But he gets them all to think in the same way. We're all the enemies. Now he's not even ashamed. He's making no effort whatsoever to be the president of the United States. He's only president of people who vote for him. That's crazy. That's sick. To even mouth something like that is sick. So he's going to be at a war with all the Democrats, half the goddamn country. Send the military in on that, get everybody scared. Nobody's job is secure in the government. How many government jobs did they destroy? When he had Musk in there, how many government jobs were lost? They're gone forever. Right? Because that's Trump's main thing. He built a whole career on you're fired, firing people. Okay. Find the drugs that they are normally do. We just move to another drug they can find. So destroying boats doesn't stop addicts at all. Oh, destroy. You can't just go and just drop bombs on people and murder them, child, without even a trial or nothing. You got to at least know they're drug addicts. What do they got their family on there? Kill them too? Stephen Miller? They don't know who's on them damn boats. If you have a case, then prove it. Why would it be so hard for the military if they have an interest in drugs coming from Venezuela? Why can't they approach the goddamn boats, honey, with all the artillery they have? I'm sure they could convince the boat to stop, girl, board the boat, and then investigate and find the drugs like we've been doing for the last 200 years. No, he don't go and find the drugs. He doesn't go and find the drug dealers. He don't have no idea who's on the boats. He just drops a bomb and kills their ass. Donald Trump's a murderer. He is. It doesn't bother him. Hi, Elaine. A black college student was, oh, Lord. A black college student was found hanging from a tree in Mississippi. Is that them two boys that was in the news today? It's going to get worse. And they're all encouraging it, you know. We're all woke, like it's better to be asleep. Stay asleep. I haven't looked into that story yet, Elaine. Now that we're lynching again. I gotta say, lips with the lips. So I had to. No, they depress me, Justin. I don't watch them. I'm not interested in nothing they say over there on the damn Fox News. See, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. We have 30,000 examples of what Donald Trump is a liar. So why would we listen? When he comes on, I turn the channel. Why would you listen? 30,000. That was only in his first administration. Now he's been in office another 8 months. So how many lies have he told so far now? If everything he says is a lie, and everybody on his cabinet, they're too afraid to tell the truth about anything, even before Congress, right? They lie to Congress. They don't give a fuck. So it's not worth listening to. I don't care what they think or what they feel. Like they said in the old days, fuck your feelings. You don't give a fuck about mine. Then they want all these people, all these black people be, oh, you're supposed to speak kindly of Charlie Kirk. Yeah, really? Why don't they start showing us what Charlie Kirk had to say? I was not familiar with what he had to say. I know he was a hardened bigot. That's all I need to know, honey. I'm not interested. Right? But they think we're supposed to treat him kindly. His motherfuckers, he's dropping the flags to half mast. He don't even drop the flags to half mast for Democratic presidents. Right? This dude is not even in the government. Child, it wouldn't take all that much to stop them goddamn boats and board the fucking boat. Right? Then you arrest them. Oh, it's expensive to arrest them. Just kill them. That's a murderer. You're murdering people. Right? What if they hired somebody to drive the goddamn boat? A completely innocent person. Blow his ass up too? And her husband. Now Trump is saying he didn't know about that. How you gonna not know about that? He's hooked on television. Minnesota lawmaker and her husband that got killed. They ain't dropped no half mast for them. Nobody called him to ask lower the flag, even though it was he don't know anything. I don't know anything about that. What did you say? I can't hear you. Trump, why do you always got the only words they can get from you is got to be like under an airplane or on the tarmac some damn where you're boarding something, you're walking, we got to run behind you. Mr. Trump, what do you think about this? I mean, goddamn. We have to listen to all that over the sound of helicopters and airplanes. And as you're walking with all the security, while everybody's walking, child, and you just throw back an answer here and there, throw back something like, I'm the most transparent, in history. Everything is in history. And then Patel sounds just like him. Oh, more arrested in history. People need to be checking them goddamn numbers for all of Patel's claims, just like Donald Trump. They don't check nothing he says, honey. Donald Trump said, was it yesterday or day before yesterday, that 300 million people were killed from fentanyl. Fentanyl, other drugs. 300 million, really? There are only 300 million people in America. 320, I think it is. 320 million people. How in the fuck everybody died in America? That doesn't make any sense. They don't even fact check that. And CNN needs to get off that bullshit. They got to put these stupid ass Republicans on there to rebut every damn thing that somebody tries to tell the damn truth. They cover it up with so much bullshit. You don't know what the truth is. Elaine, you starting trouble? Tim, I discovered you from Jay Wilson. I used to be subscribed to him. During the time that you were in the hospital due to cancer, he mentioned you and referenced your eyes. Oh, he referenced my eyes, huh? That's why you can't have everybody praying over you, Elaine. Get him out of here, honey. That ain't nothing but a demon. But he was a fan of mine initially. Or he tried to hook his heels into me. I don't remember the exact why I turned on him. That shit with VS. He talking all this shit about VS is the devil. Then she give him $25, and now he got his nose up her ass. I don't respect that shit. Then he's trying to rip these people off to pay for some goddamn little pamphlet he was writing, and he had the nerve to go onto Amazon. Honey, I had a 1.5-page review. Most books get a review of the chat. It's a paragraph. I got a whole 1.5 pages, And at the very end, the man said he couldn't have used a better editor. Well, the man who did the review, he was an editor. Of course, he's going to think that his work is superior to other editors. But the book was edited by my friend of mine. As a matter of fact, was it edited by? That one might have been edited by Gamage, one of the moderators, the occasional moderators here. Anyway, the book was brilliant. The Epiphany, my best book. Y'all check it out. The Epiphany. And he had the nerve come on and talk about, I'm gonna get the best editor. Oh, it ain't gonna be like Timothy Blaine's book. Oh, I'm getting the best editor. Then we find out that he not only did he not have the damn book edited, the damn book pamphlet has something like, what was it, 30-something errors in the first chapter. How can you get 30 errors in the first chapter of a book? He didn't hire no goddamn editor. He had somebody in his chat look over the goddamn thing. They were not no damn editor. So nobody made it past the first page. But why would you involve my name in that bullshit, child? Right? I put 2 years into writing that goddamn book. So after that, I was done with him. But he gave me some good content. It's all, I can always give me a Jay Wilson video. If I went over there right now, I'd be just Jay Wilson. Read that. Oh, I liked you until y'all fell out. He liked me. I don't need no Jay Wilsons to like me, honey. I don't need no phony ass bitches to like me. And then there was the big thing about my personal business, my subsidy, or where you say, oh, I didn't know he was on a fixed income. I didn't. Miss Thing, don't worry about what I'm on a fixed income. Would you like to see my shit turds too? You gonna get all of my business, nigga. Look in the toilet, motherfucker. I got something for you, right? He didn't understand the concept of respect. I had never been so disrespected as that fool running his goddamn mouth from behind the screen. If I had access to him, I'd have choked him out. He don't understand that because he never put no time in the streets. He doesn't even know what it means to respect somebody. You have 2 hours left. I hate y'all. What, you got 2 hours left on your job? Are you working? He uses the noise from the helicopter or airplane as an excuse that he could not hear the question properly. Of course, he ain't got enough time to give his comments before he gets on the plane or before he heads to the airport. How you gonna run? And then he runs it on his Truth Social, making little tweets. He done fired hundreds of people with little tweets. They don't even know they fired. They just saw it online. How are we gonna survive another 3 years of this? It's 3.5. Thank God they only let him run for be president for 4 years. Because he would try, if he could, to be there forever. Oh, you have 2 hours left on my book, The Epiphany? I like them all for different reasons. Murder in the beef sector. That's right. Kill their ass. Donald Trump. Kill him. That's a good, well thought out book, though. Thank you for buying and reading it. I hate y'all. Looking at his physical appearance, it looks like he won't be around too much longer. Well, that's what they say about Trump. Yeah. Well, even if he survived the presidency, how long did the person live? They just Robert Redford died now. He was 89. Most people don't make it to no 89. Trump is 80 now. Or at least it will be this year. He couldn't take it that Joe Biden beat his ass. They couldn't. I guess they didn't have. He started intimidating people and forcing them to run him again. Right? and all of them bowed down. Look at Marco Rubio. Look at the J.D. Vance. I thought that Trump was Hitler. He stopped being Hitler. Who did he turn into? Mary Poppins? Jay Wilson is a new source of material. Yeah, isn't he in Murder in the Beef Sector? I think I was heavily into that ass at that time, so it might have been based on that character. Another good book is that last one I did. I really didn't promote it. I only promoted it for 2 weeks. But this one, The Battle. Check that out. The Battle. Evil versus something worse. See that brother? He's struggling. That's a battle between fentanyl. It starts off with my character, me just getting out of prison, almost to the words what I got out. Right? So it starts off there. The character soon has his own personality, but it's spiritual forces fighting this fentanyl crisis we're having in California. I wish I was better at promoting things, and I'm so distrustful because they're constantly approaching me. Oh, we're promoters, book promoters. We would like conference with you. Oh, you've been selected for the book club of the month and all this. Is it going to cost me money? Sorry, not interested. So I never partnered with any company that did book promotion because, that's just not my thing. But I believe I have good books. Maybe it'll be discovered after I'm dead. I don't know. The Battle. Yes. The Battle tells the real story. It tells a story about that hotel I was arguing with Big Boy about last week. It all takes place, or the first part of it takes place in that hotel, the New Pacific Hotel. We call it something else in the book, but that's where it is. Hotel frequented by trans prostitutes, drug addicts, drug dealers. That was the real story before the spirits start killing people. I'm about to sound like a what? Conspicuous conspiratist, but it sure is. Oh, I gotta give somebody credit. Now, when I was arguing with Big Boy, I'm not going down there right now. When I was arguing with Big Boy last week, he seemed to take offense to this pillow. It's always in my back. I'm always suggesting the pillow. I've always seemed uncomfortable. So he accused me of having all kind of, I don't know, spine disease and all this shit, John. So I started thinking about it. Why did I have the pillow back there? I forgot why I had a pillow, and I took the pillow away. So thank you, Jackson, because I took the pillow. I don't even need the pillow. I don't even know why I put it back there. I can just lean like this. So that problem is solved. God can use a donkey. Okay, I was with Justin. I am about to sound like a conspiracist, but it sure is coincidental that someone from the far right just got killed, and they are trying to take Obama and Harris Secret Service detail. Ain't that something? Like the government has such an interest in them not having security. He removed it from some of the military people as well. People who have always been covered. He took their military security away. Was that saying that you want them to be killed or you just don't care? Donald Trump does shit like that. That is a what is he? Sociopath. He's sociopathic. To even think, why would you take people's security away? Are they going to take it away from your big fat ass when you leave? When you left the office, Donald Trump, didn't you take all the goddamn top secret documents and just put them in the bathroom? he gonna have us all at war with ourselves. It's a damn shame. Anyway, just the mention of that boy's name, that Trump, honey, just messes up your day. You gotta limit how much you think about him. Thank y'all for coming in on today. Y'all have a wonderful. It's hot as hell, hot and muggy. I'm sweating again. God damn it! The case today is the humidity. Fortunately, we're about to go into the autumn now. So, and Megyn Kelly and others are blaming Obama. I hate when they use his name. I really do. Strongly, it's his fault. So hope he stays strapped. Michelle and the kids too. Well, they're not poor people, so they can get some security. But these nuts are determined, you know. Bye to y'all. Bye to all. Okay, goodbye, Bonita. Goodbye, everybody. Y'all have a wonderful day. We'll talk again later on. Later.